everybody. I hope you are staying at home and safe. This is undoubtedly a troublesome time for us all, which is why I have invited a special guest here with us, one of the brightest minds of the 21st century, Professor Yuval Harari, the author of 2015 best-selling book, Sapiens, A Brief History of Mankind. This book right here, let me tell you, has had everybody raving about it, from Bill Gates to Barack Obama. Starting from this provocative idea, Sapiens go to retell the story of our species from a completely different and fresh perspective. By combining profound insight with a remarkably vivid language, Sapiens acquired co-studied among diverse audience, captivating teenagers as well as university professor, animal rights activists alongside government minister. By 2018, over 10 million copies have been sold, and the book has been translated into nearly 15 languages. And Professor Harari has accepted our invite to come and have a little chat with us. Hello, Professor Harari. I hope you're doing all right.
Thank you, John. I'm doing great, actually. Staying at home with my husband is just perfect.
Oh, that is so sweet to hear. So we have a lot to cover today, so I would like to go ahead and ask you the questions. Professor Harari, you were originally specialized in world history, medieval history, and military history. Can you please guide us through the process of why and how the book Sapiens came to be?
I think it's such a pity that humans find our own history boring. So I have always dreamed of encouraging others to dive into our revolutionary journey from way back then. Sapiens, A Brief History of Mankind, was based on a series of my lectures when I was teaching the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. It started out as a survey to note down my research, then it became a tool to inspire others to learn history.
That's interesting. So, what is the essential difference between Homo sapiens and other animals, according to you?
Actually, on the individual level, humans are just like other living beings like dogs, pigs, or chimpanzee. However, the most important difference to distinguish us humans from them is our ability to work together in a large number. As animals like wolves or chimpanzee can work in a group of 10 to 100 individuals, and sometimes they can do it better than us, 1,000 humans or more can work much more efficiently than that number of wolves or chimpanzee. That's how we built our society and made evolution possible.
Thank you. And speaking of society, obviously in trying times such as this with the pandemic happening, it has raised some questions. And so what do you think today's great challenges and choices were?
Well, I believe that our biggest challenge nowadays is how we can cope with the pandemic. We can choose to rely on the government to deal with this crisis or dealing with it by empowering the citizens. Different countries have different approaches, and because human exclusive ability is to work as a community, the key point here is trust. Trust will bring hope to help us walk through the critical time. I believe so.
Thank you, sir. Now, we have prepared a special surprise for die-hard fans of the show, and Professor Harari himself. She's been waiting on the line and has no idea that you're here with us. Let's meet us, shall we? Hello, hi.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Never better.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Lý Thảo Trang and I'm 19 years old and I study at University of Language and International Studies. I have followed this show since its first episode.
That's nice here. And so in today's shows, we are discussing about Sapiens, A Brief History of Mankind by Professor Yuval Harari. You are familiar with his work, right?
Absolutely. That's my favorite.
Well, in your own words, what do you think this book is about?
About his book, Homo Sapiens is not only a science and nature book for me, but also a great study of Harari himself a whole new side of mankind. From my perspective, the first thing I realized after reading this is that it shouldn't be subtitled A Brief History of Mankind because Homo sapiens, our own widely appreciated species of great apes, has only existed for 6% of about 150,000 years. Human history has been shaped by three major revolutions. The first one, the cognitive revolution, 70,000 years ago. The second, the agricultural revolution, 10,000 years ago. And the scientific revolution, 500 years ago. These revolutions have empowered humans to do something no other form of life has done, which is to create and connect around ideas that do not physically exist, such as religion, capitalism, and politics. These shared myths have enabled humans to take over the globe and have put mankind on the verge of overcoming the force of nature's selection.
Thank you. That's very insightful. And how has this changed your perspective on the world, especially now?
Actually, I was attracted by the chapter 10, which talked about the scent of money. This had changed my perspective on this world, particularly my life. He pointed out the first one, the creation of money, purely an intellectual revolution. It doesn't exist except in our minds. The second, everyone always wants money precisely because everyone else always wants money. So money for him actually is just a story which has guided humans throughout history. I am fortunate enough to live in a nice country, neighborhood, house, and go to a nice school. I used to be so self-conscious about the clothes I would wear and the devices I had. Until recently, after I reading this book, I realized that money isn't real and it also doesn't matter. The fact that people now care more about fiction than reality. If you are not surrounded by people you love and people who make your life more exciting and fun, you won't be happy. Additionally, if you are unable to be passionate, your life will feel worthless and irrelevant. That's my point.
Interesting, thank you. Actually, we have Professor Harry right here with us.
Really?
Yes, he's listening into us from his home right now.
Oh my god, can't believe it. It's such an honor for me today to express my thought about his amazing book. I have to say thank you to J-Store for giving this jam. Hello,
You're welcome.
Yeah, Harry, I have something to say with you. Your book has opened my mind and it drew out for me another point of view about our history and our today world. But still a thing that I has wondered so far about the thesis of the fundamental structure theory. As we see, people are doing social isolation because of the coronavirus. So if we go forward this time, will it change the fundamental structure of contact? You know, everyone is going online now. So how about your idea?
That's a good question, actually. I think the big changes is in the job market, not the contact. Humans are social animals, and we love being in touch. So the virus might make a change in our behavior temporarily, but I don't think we need to worry about the fundamental change in our human nature. The fact that even other diseases in the past could not change it at all.
Even hearing this from you feel better. Thank you for your answer.
You're welcome.
All right, I think our time is up. So let's say goodbye to our fan, Cam. I hope you will be safe at home during this time.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. And thank you for joining us, Professor Harry. It was an amazing opportunity to be able to meet and talk with you.
That's my honor.
Thank you. And thank you for your time, guys. It has been great. This is Quality Quarantine Time with John, and I'm your host. Please stay safe and see you next time.